Dobrodošli večeras na Zvijezdu večer i molim vas da pozdravite ovo prvi puta u Hrvatskoj i da se zahvalimo naravno Fender Mega muzici koja nam je omogućila da večeras vidimo ovog genijalnog gitaristu i njegov trio. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Greg Koch Trio!
Hey! How you doing? It's good to be here.
So can you tell us for the beginning your first impressions about Zagreb, Croatia, musicians here?
I love it. My first time here, everyone has been very gracious. The gig has been great. Everyone that's had anything to do with us getting to where we need to go and handling all the gear for us has been great. The band that played in front of us was fantastic. And so I'm very, very impressed. I'm digging it. I hope to return.
When did you fall in love with the guitar?
I always wanted to play from a very early age because my brother was about 14 years older than I was, and I roomed with him because there were 5 girls in between, sisters, and so I didn't room with my older brother, so he always was playing Hendrix and Cream and James Gang and all these guitar-oriented bands, and so guitar was the coolest thing to me when I was growing up. So when I was finally 12, I got a guitar and started playing, and I never looked back.
How did it start your cooperation with Fender?
Well, I always played Fender guitars. In one way, shape, or form. Telecaster is my first main guitar that I played. Anyway, I was working in a music store, and my band was playing all over the place. And this guy came in and he heard me play. He said, "Do you play in a band?" I said, "Yeah." So they checked out the band. He goes, "We got to get written up in Fender Frontline magazine. We got to get you an endorsement. How'd you like to do clinics?" And that was in 1993 or 90. So I just started. It just kind of kept on going and kept on going and doing stuff regionally, nationally, internationally, and now it's universal.
This is blues festival mainly, but what kind of music do you prefer when you listen at home? Something experiment or something?
I listen to a lot of. If I put my iPod on shuffle, it can be anything from old blues stuff to Led Zeppelin to Radiohead to Miles Davis to the Beatles, the Stones. You never know, but I listen to all kinds of different stuff. I have a tendency to like bluesy stuff for the most part.
Thank you.
Here's a little song called There's Only Two Things Wrong With You, and that's your face. And it goes something like this.
What would be your advice for all the new guitar player that would like to become, I would say, Hendrix-style guitarists?
Well, I think the biggest thing to do is to try to take what your influences are and then try to do something unique with it. Because, I mean, as a rule, if you want to be a musician, professional musician, it's always, to me, it's important to try to be able to have your own sound. But it's also important to be a very sensitive guitar player so that when you're playing with other people, the whole band gets better as a result of you being in it instead of just being someone who, I'm going to do my thing and that's it. You want to be a really good rhythm guitar player. You want to be sensitive to music around you and listen. Because a lot of people don't listen. They'll come up with some good licks and ability to do solos and whatnot, but then when they get on stage with other people, it's all about them and not about the whole thing. You know what I mean? So it's important to listen and to develop your own style and to be sympathetic to other musicians. You're going to be rocking.
Cause I'm a big boy and I can take it. There's only two things wrong with you, and that's your brain. Yeah, yeah, yeah.